Hi, it's Michelle Turner from Movement Lesson, and I'm talking to you about different ways of getting rid of stress. One of the things is it's an easy trick to do. It's called contract. Did you know you're the only species that believes in stretching? Right now you're all arguing with me saying dogs stretch, whatever. No, they don't. They actually contract. If you actually look at your animal or your cat contract, and if you think I'm nuts on video, I do the same thing with clients in my office. Watch a cat or a dog or an animal that happens to be around you. It looks like they're stretching, but what they're doing is they're contracting. They're contracting the abdominal muscles in this kind of position. So it looks like here that they're stretching, but it's contraction. They'll actually contract. They'll go to left and right because that's how they get in touch with their muscles. You do not see a dog going up to a wall going, oh God, if I could just stretch out this shoulder. That's just not what they do. Now that being said, that same dog is just being a dog. They're not going to Walmart. They don't have to worry about someone being in the hospital. They don't have to pay the bills on Friday. So we have a brain the reason we do for that reason, to handle complex situations. However, we can still learn from being just an animal versus a human species. So the next time you find yourself, or this is just easy to do now, contract. Get real tight, clench the jaw, and then let it go. And then feel what that does to just let it go. What happens to a rubber band when you stretch it out? It either breaks or it snaps back. Well, it's the same thing. When you're stretching and you're stretching, first of all, you're not learning from it, but the muscles naturally want to contract. That's how they open an arm. It's contractions. The muscles don't, quote, release or let go. I don't know, everybody will be arguing with me, but just try it. Contract, because I've put down my cell phone, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm still like this, or I still have my shoulder up here, expecting the phone to be here. I had the biggest habit. I noticed when I touched a shopping cart, my shoulders would go very habitual back to where they were, before I started doing all this work. So just let it go. But it's easier than to contract more than they are. Also, this gives a brain a frame of reference. You think this is contraction. This is really contraction. Oh, I have options on how much I can contract. Oh, great. Well, I can choose this. And that's great. I still am using my muscles. I have to stand up. But am I using them more efficiently in a neutral position? Or am I already engaged in a former activity or a new activity that I even started? Because I'm having, and people call this a muscle memory. It's not. You just are engaged in a different situation. You haven't let that situation go, and now you're on to the different situation. So try it. Just go like that. You can do it in the office. Steering wheel, great. Death grip, not going to help you. And I'm not saying don't drive without any hands, but there's a way of letting the power steering actually do its job, or rip off the steering column. So just try that out. Thanks.